What's going on, Aries? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. This is going to be your general reading for the month of May. We're hopping into your cards, seeing what clarity, what messages we can bring for you guys moving forward into the month. All right. It is general, so it may not resonate with everyone that watches the video, but if it does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. If it doesn't resonate, you can always check out your rising or moon sign or one of the previous readings that I did for Aries. Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good out there, enjoying this new energy. All right, so let's check out your spread. This is going to be your present energy that we're hopping into first, your main storyline right here. And then after that, we'll move over to the left side and cover your futuristic energy, starting up there, coming all the way down here. After that, we will do your fairy card. You guys got the Four of Summer. All right, if you're brand new to the channel and you don't follow me yet on IG, you should follow me at chrisanthony14lbs, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. If you're looking for a personal reading with me, you can book that in the description of the video. It'll have all the details about how to book. All right, Aries, let's hop in and see what's going on. Let me adjust this. Sorry if you hear that in the sound. All right, so crowning your reading, we do have the Nine of Swords clarified with the Six of Cups and the High Priestess energy. So Aries, when I was shuffling your cards, when I was laying them out, I was seeing a lot. It's a lot happening with you guys this month. I feel the month of May is a very crucial month for my Aries out there. It's going to definitely be some testing, some temptation happening here. This is like a trial. But I think it's going to be fun at the same time. But it's very deep when it comes down to what happens after the month of May, depending on how you react to this test. I feel like there is a certain initiation that's happening for Aries in the month of May. Yeah. All right, so with the Nine of Swords here and the Six of Cups and the High Priestess energy. Oh, I do want to let you guys know I am using another deck in this reading. The Crystal Tarot deck is the card all the way to the right here. And yeah, that was actually donated to me by one of the subscribers, so appreciate that. But yeah, back into your reading. This is yeah, it's going to be like a test that's happening. All right. So with the Nine of Swords here, I'm picking up that, there's a certain level of stress here. There's a certain level of anxiety. There's a certain level or veil or layer of illusion here too. Right. And I feel like there is going to be a battle that you're fighting in the month of May. And it seems like it's happening in the mind. All right. Well, your mind is kind of telling you that something is one way. But it's really not. Okay. And so your mission, pretty much, Aries, this month is to see through the veil of illusion. Your mission is going to be connecting with your intuition, using your intuition to guide you through this gauntlet. Because, yeah, the test is coming, is what I keep picking up. All right. And it may definitely be over something that you're very passionate about, something that you, feel a high level of emotion towards, something that you are heavily invested in with the Six of Cups here. For some of you guys, this could possibly be a soulmate where you're kind of being tested with this relationship, or, tested by the soulmate themselves. But I'm really feeling like this is on a deeper level. It's really universal what's happening with you, Aries. Um, and yeah, you're going to have to this month dig very deep into your intuitive insight. You're going to have to definitely activate that third eye to be able to navigate through this initiation, is what I feel. I'm really picking up the story very deeply about how Jesus was, he went into the wilderness and he was like tested or tried or tempted by the devil, right, for 40 days and 40 nights. And this was his initiation um, into what he would be doing for the rest of his life, right? So I will say you have trained for this, Aries. Everything that you've been working on and developing within yourself and uh really pushing to grow in these areas, it's kind of like it's come full circle, and now the universe almost wants to test you to see if you're ready for graduation or not. And what I do want to say to you, Aries, is that you have already graduated. You're already there. And this is what you have to remember when these tests or temptations come your way to get get you kind of confused with the illusion. All right. You've really already graduated to this next place that you're in. You're already in this new space. Um, but it's almost like the universe is testing you to see how bad you really want it or if this is really where you want to be. All right, so coming down here, we had the Eight of Cups with the Nine of Swords again, and the Page of Pentacles. The Eight of Cups does talk about something that maybe you walked away from, Aries, something that probably was no longer serving you in a certain sense, that you could no longer invest in emotionally or energetically. And you moved on into this new beginning with the Page of Pentacles, this new start, um, this new project that you're wanting to grow, uh, business endeavor, career, whatever this could be for you. Um, and you're kind of in the space of still transitioning from this old place of being into this new space of being. With the Nine of Swords, though, it's kind of like all of the worries that comes because of this leap that you have taken, all of the stress, all the anxiety, all of the fears that are coming up, all of the illusions that are kind of playing tricks on your brain or on your mind. So your mind is kind of playing tricks on you, Aries, as you're walking into this new space of abundance, this new space of prosperity, creation. Um, yeah, something that you're really passionate about building for yourself. Um, and so yeah, you're kind of being initiated into this new space because you've trained all the way for it. I'm kind of picking up the story also of the movie. I think it was Dark Knight, the first installment of Christopher Nolan's Batman's, right? And in that movie, Bruce Wayne trained, to become like part of the Shadow League, and they were pretty much like ninjas at the end of the day. But after he had done training and completed training, which is what I'd said about you guys, you already completed training. He still had to be initiated, and in the initiation, they gave him this serum or some sort of plant or chemical that brought out his fears, his deepest fears. And for Bruce Wayne, his deepest fears was bats. Like he hated bats, right, since childhood, and we're always afraid of them. So they kind of made him face that within that initiation in order to see if he was really, really ready to graduate into this next phase. And so I feel like it's something like that happening with you, Aries. Yeah, the bats are kind of being released, and there's bats all around you, and you're afraid of these bats, and these bats represent your deepest fear with the Nine of Swords. Um, as you're traveling to this new space of being. And so you're going to have to really dig deep into this spiritual training, this spiritual development, um, digging, deeper into your intuition, activating that third eye to see when you can't see, right? Because your mind is really not going to be serving you, is what I feel, at least in the first half of May. It's going to have to be this connection to your second mind that exists inside of your gut, that intuition that you're going to have to use to bring you through this test. All right. So coming over here with the Ace of Wands, we have the Queen of Cups and the Three of Wands here. So yeah, you guys have been moving very passionately towards something that, um, like I said, you're emotionally invested in. You made a decision to follow your heart with the Queen of Cups here, and you're wanting to do something or pursue something that you're more passionate about. It brings you more bliss. It creates for you a certain type of lifestyle that you love to live. This is like something you love that you're kind of pursuing and wanting to expand with the Three of Wands here. Um, and this is why this is such a deep test, because it's not just happening on the mental realm, but it's happening inside of the emotional realm too. Um, and it's going to cause you to move even deeper into your spirituality, the intuitive realm. All right. So, yeah, as you're expanding, going after something that you love or you're pursuing, because it is bringing you emotional fulfillment, you're stumbling across this test. All right, so and let me adjust this mic. All right, so coming down here, we have the King of Wands energy with the Ace of Wands showing up again, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. So yeah, this is your vision coming into motion. This is what you have visualized for years, is what I feel. The King of Wands is taking action. You guys are taking action. You guys are moving forward in this warrior spirit with the Ace of Wands, empowered by the universe, empowered by your own will and desire to um, have your vision come into a reality, come into the material world. So the Three of Pentacles is here, um, speaking on what it is that you're trying to grow, right? These seeds that you have planted into your soil, the soil that you have kind of like, made fertile and done the work in and put a lot of effort into making this environment a space where these pentacles can really grow. And so you're doing that right now, and as you're doing this is when you're kind of experiencing all of these ranges of emotions and thoughts and illusions and temptations and tests, is what I feel, because these Three of Pentacles are ready to sprout. They're ready to go into this fullness or into this space of abundance. um but it's almost like, yeah, you are gonna kind of psych yourself out a little bit this month. But it's not just for any reason. It's because this test, this initiation, is something that's really going to be needed in this new space of creation and this new space of manifestation for you. Um, so when you pass this, right, towards the middle or the end of the month, you're gonna have this great boon or this weapon um, that has been forged for you to use moving forward on this path, is what I feel. Um, and it's going to be something that is discovered within you, not anything that you're going to recover from outside of you. So this is why you're going pretty deep with the High Priestess energy in order to overcome this test or temptation. All right. Coming over here, we do have the Queen of Swords energy with the Eight of Swords and the Chariot. Now, for some of you guys that I was kind of speaking on in the beginning, saying that this may be something that's happening with a soulmate, possibly. This soulmate possibly could be an air sign with the Queen of Swords here. Um, and that's just, I'm feeling for a small uh, percentage of you guys, where you're being tested probably within the connection of, this soulmate connection, you and this other person. All right, but for the collective and on a deeper level, the Eight of Swords here with the Chariot, to me is representing the how this test is structured, right? The Eight of Swords represents a box, and this box could almost look like a maze, right? It's something that is hard to get out of, something where you feel like you're stuck, but it's really only the illusion of you being stuck. You feel restricted, right? You feel like the walls are closing in, claustrophobic a little bit. And so with the Chariot, I feel you're needing to move through this space. You're needing to kind of like poke through this illusion that the Eight of Swords is representing with the Queen of Swords energy, um, which is all about tunnel vision. It's all about directness. It's all about laser beam focus. Um, and so you're going to kind of move into this Queen of Swords energy when it comes down to solving this riddle, solving this puzzle, um, enduring this gauntlet, moving through this temptation, to kind of remember your training, right? To get yourself more in this settled space. And you're remembering the goal, right? The goal is to move forward, continue to move forward this plan that you have with this chariot energy. Um, Also to integrate, right, your intuition into this plan, because I feel the logic is already there. The Ace of Wands energy, or the passion, the will to do it, is already there. Uh, but the intuition is what is going to be highlighted this month, is what I feel. And you're going to need to use it heavily, only because this is kind of like, this is a test. So it's going to be put to work on a high level, is what I feel, your intuitive side. Um, and once you end this, like I was saying already, sorry for repeating myself, you're going to be able to use your intuition on deeper levels than you ever have moving forward on this path. All right, so I like this. It's an initiation. It's a gauntlet. It's like a lot of pressure. It's a pressure cooker, a hyperbolic chamber, but you are leveling up so much, Aries, after you come outside of this hyperbolic chamber. Oh my God. I'm just trying to like think if I have any Aries placements right now, because the level up that I feel for you guys is really about to be crazy. All right, so let's go into your futuristic energy. I'm going to adjust my mic. Sorry for the sound. And here we have the Knight of Wands energy. We have the Five of Wands. Below that, we have the Seven of Cups, and then we have the Sun card. This is a deep reading. Just the energies that I feel. I don't know if you guys are feeling it yet, but you will moving into May. But like I said, it's going to be fun, because if you're listening to me, like, you'll remember that, okay, this is just a test. This is like an illusion. I have to pass the test. And then the illusion will kind of cease to exist. All right. So, Knight of Wands energy with the Four of Swords, and the Eight of Swords is also here. So, um, yeah, get into towards the middle of the month, closer to the end, you're going to be in this space where you've kind of made it over the hump. You've come from the Nine of Swords into the Four of Swords energy, and have surrendered to something. I think you've surrendered to your intuitive nature, and you're allowing this intuitive side of yourself to um, be in the chariot with you, driving it forward, um, right along with your logical side and your passion. And these, three ingredients is going to be taking you very quickly into your goals, your achievements, your success, your growth. um the Eight of Swords energy is once again talking about, what you have to solve. This is the puzzle, this is the maze, this is the riddle, this is the temptation. um and you're going to be kind of going through this maze this month, relying heavily on those three things that I just said, but the intuition is going to be the heaviest to make it through these swords, because, like I said, your mind may be playing tricks on you, um, in order to solve this. So you're going to be digging deep. Um, but I do see that you guys are getting over this, because you come from the Nine of Swords into the Eight of Swords into the Four of Swords. So you're going to be relaxed moving, mid-May going into the end of May, because you will realize, what's going on, and then you'll start to catch on, and then that Aries nature will just kick in, and you guys will solve it just like that. Um, but it may just start off real rocky. All right. Five of wands is here with the Knight of Swords, and then we have the Eight of Wands here. So the Five of Wands is representing that conflict that's going to happen, right? This is you kind of fighting against the conflict, the internal conflict, the turmoil, finding your center of balance, center of gravity, um, in order to kind of move forward out of the confusion. And this is why this Knight of Swords is here, right? It's kind of like you chopping through, slicing through, cutting through the conflict within yourself, um, and connecting to this Eight of Wands energy, this stream of energy, this stream of information, this stream of consciousness that your intuition will really release for you is what I feel. It's almost like your keys to this system that you're operating on, this new program that you're kind of moving into, Aries. This is going to be the key to it, and I just really feel like it's going to have a heavy reliance on your intuitive side. So if you have any water placements, those are really going to help you out this month, Aries. But there's some sort of new info that's going to come into you after you make it through this initiation, um, and these codes are going to be activated to you. I'm looking at these Eight of Wands almost like scrolls, and it's almost like these scrolls contain the information, the blueprint for how you're going to be succeeding or growing in this new space. So it's going to be very valuable. That's why I say this month is very crucial. Um, the Seven of Cups is here with the Page of Cups and the World card. Seven of Cups energy, representing the confusion, right? The illusion that you are kind of making a decision to choose one of these cups, right? But you don't know which one is the right one. And this is the test, because at the end of the day, you're going to move through this test and choose what I feel is the right cup with a Page of Cups here. This is you kind of out of those Seven of Cups taking the one that you know is going to mean you the most, moving forward into this brand new world cycle. This is why the World card is here, because after this initiation, after this final test, you really graduate into this brand new cycle. Um, yeah, this brand new life for yourself that you have really been envisioning for a while, and you knew that you've been closer and closer to it. And this month, you're the closest to it than you've ever been, which is why anytime you're about to go up to the next level, you have to fight the boss, the master, right? You have to do one final test. And so this is why this test for you is happening in May, because you're stepping into this new level, and it's going to be a great level for you. This is what you've been training for, is what I hear. Um, so yeah, go ahead and just, you know, kill this test in the month of May, and you got what you wished for with the world energy, Aries. Um, Below that, we have the sun energy clarified by the Four of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So this is the outcome, is what I feel. Let me adjust so I can see these cards. All right. This is the outcome of this debacle, right? This initiation. You come in as, the sun energy. Everything is beginning to bloom. You're celebrating the fact that you made it through this little test. Um, and you are now ready to continue to build this legacy for yourself with the Four of Wands. You have secured this new level with the Four of Wands, is what I feel. And the Knight of Pentacles then is kind of like you continuing to move in this direction. You continuing to operate in the lessons that are going to be learned for you in May, and you continuing to apply these new light codes that become unlocked for you. This is why the Sun card is here again, right? These light codes are coming into you after you pass this initiation. Um, and then if you continue to operate in this new system, this new information, right, consistently, diligently, then you're moving into this abundance, this prosperity that's represented in this Knight of Pentacles card, something that is progressively grown, um, but comes to this place of consistent abundance. So, wow, that is deep. Aries, let's go into your fairy card and see what it says. It says, Four of Summer. Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontented with life. So yeah, this is what this illusion will feel like. The Four of Summer. Distractions, temptations, right? Taking your mind off of the magical opportunity, everything coming your way to try to get you to not see this magical opportunity that you've already seen and already stepped into, but now you're being tested by this same, new space or new place of abundance. All right, so Aries, have fun with that. All right. I'm going to wrap up the reading right here. Hopefully that resonated with you guys. If it did, like, share, subscribe, comment on the channel. I will see you guys in the middle of May so we can check back in on this energy and see how you guys are doing. This is serious. Wow, Aries, I like it. All right, stay safe out there. See you guys later.